Donald Trump's Trump Media and Technology Group, which is the parent company of Truth Social, the stock has been in a free fall all week long, and it has just been one of the most fun things to ever watch. But there's a bigger problem happening than Donald Trump realizes, and it's a problem that is revealed in the fact that Donald Trump has never had any of his other businesses go public. But now that he has this one that is a publicly traded company that's lost over half its value already in just 2 weeks, he can't say certain things because that would now be illegal. And according to a financial expert, Trump's already crossed that line. Here's what happened. Last week, on Thursday of last week, actually, Donald Trump got on Truth Social and said, quote, "All of the competitors to Truth Social, especially those in the radical left Democrats Party who are failing at every level, like to use their vaunted disinformation machine to try and convince people, and it is not easy to do, that truth is not such a big deal and doesn't get the word out as well as various others, which they know to be false." Now, Trump put that out in response. And there was more to it, by the way. But anyway, he puts that out in response to the reports that Truth Social lost $58 million last year, which is true. So he is out there saying, like, this isn't true. The truth is not the truth. But when you are the majority shareholder, or any shareholder, in a publicly traded company, as the financial expert explains, you can't lie about the status of your company, because that lie will affect the stock price. Here's what he said. This is coming from Michael Klausner, professor of law at Stanford Law School. He says, a false statement of material information is securities fraud. He then said that, this could be seen as illegal by the Securities and Exchange Commission if it's not true, and Trump could be investigated for a so-called pump and dump scheme where someone deliberately hypes a stock to manipulate its price and time their own cash out. Well, obviously, we know that Donald Trump wants the stock price to go high, but if he tells a lie to the public in order to make that stock price go up, that is 100% illegal. People go to jail for that. Think of it this way. Enron. And I think Enron is probably the best possible comparison to Trump Media and Technology stock. Behind the scenes, when Enron was going through all this turmoil, what's happening? Where the shareholders, they're selling all their stock off, selling it off, but they're telling the public, hey, everything is great. This company's doing wonderful. Wow, look at how awesome we are. Y'all should buy our stock. So they pump up the stock price while they're selling theirs and cashing out. And then when things bottomed out, because the company bottomed out, oopsie, the investors, but not the majority shareholders or the former majority shareholders, are the ones left holding the bag. And that could be what we're looking at with Donald Trump and his DJT stock. If he is out there spreading false information about how awesome the company is doing, that's illegal. And I think that's why Donald Trump has never taken any of his other companies public, because he can lie to us all day long about how awesome the Trump organization is, and we're making billions of dollars and we've got all these great plans. We're going to do amazing. He can do that as long as he's not lying to banks or regulators. Because he owns that company himself, right? It's not publicly traded. He's not manipulating a stock price. But when you do it to a company that you're the majority shareholder in, and it inflates the stock, suddenly you're looking at potential securities fraud. And at this point, given the massive amount of information out there, it may be time to open up yet another criminal investigation into Donald Trump. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.